but trying to get ready in preparation for the game against Youngstown State on the 6th of November. And we've got 9 practices left. We've got 1 exhibition game to get prepared. And this group has come together. They're connected. It seems to be a buzzword in college basketball. Last year's group was connected. This group is connected, maybe even more. We'll see what happens when we hit a little bit of adversity at some point, which we're probably going to do early since we played 9 of our first 13 games away from the Cajun Dome. And then it'll swing back in our favor a little bit in conference after 2 4-game stints in conference in a row on the road. But the guys are working hard. I like what I'm seeing. We've got the 8 returners. Of course, Chancellor White is not playing at this time. He's still rehabbing his knee, making great progress. Vinny Sagona has been out for a couple of weeks with a hamstring, and we hope that we can work him back in this week and give him an opportunity to possibly play against UT Tyler. The returners, Themis Fulks, preseason all-conference player, led a league in assist, has really stepped up his game, as we talked about last week. Kentrell Garnett is back, another guy that's improved and worked really hard. Michael Thomas, who started 2 years ago in the championship game for us, has great experience and played well yesterday also. But those experienced guards need to help us, and we need to play and take it up to the next level in order to have a chance to repeat as champions. Kobe Julian, all-conference player 2 years ago, coming back, had a really good day yesterday, looked like his old self, and certainly we're counting on him to help. Joe Charles has done a really good job for us defensively, offensively. He really rebounded the ball yesterday, had 5 offensive rebounds and 10 total. Also back, we've got Kyron Ratliff, who was a redshirt freshman last year that has gotten much better, and we're trying to give him confidence. He certainly can do it as we move forward. Then we had a couple of junior college guys, and Hosanna Katinje. Hosanna is 6'7", 6'8", 270. Really good rebounder. Played good yesterday. Really glad that we got some strength and bulk underneath if we don't have the height that we've had in the past necessarily. And then the other junior college player, Blake Butler, has done a really good job, and we're excited about Blake. He can do a lot of things, very versatile, can score great defensively, can rebound the ball. And just like Hosanna, they're older guys, so they have experience coming in. And then with the newcomers, London Fields and Brandon Hardy both played well yesterday. And then we've also got Giovanni Nanucci in that freshman class on scholarship. So it's been a good 4 weeks. We got 2 to go. Clean it up and get ready for a really good Youngstown State team that won their league last year.
Coach, looking at your roster, you don't have a single senior. Talk about, obviously your team's experience with guys like Themis Fulks and Joe Charles and Kobe Julian coming back. But what does it mean to have that level of experience without having a single senior?
Yeah, it's a really nice thing to have. Guys back that have played a lot, done a good job. As I said earlier, I think if we will step our game up a little bit more, we've got to experience, but just having that doesn't do it. There are really good guards in our league. I think maybe 10 of the 15 people selected for all conference were guards. A couple of those guys are back. But there is a lot of newcomers coming in the league. So we need to use that experience to our advantage because we know what to expect. We've been in these situations before, and hopefully it'll help.
When you talk about and here, have you ever had a team that didn't get senior? Did you have a senior?
When I was at Pensacola. No. No, I don't think so, Jay. Maybe one time I think we did, but today's market, things are moving with the transfer portal, and things will change a little bit. We're very selective. It's nice to have 8 guys back. A lot of people don't, but they've got good players that are coming in, and how quickly can they merge and come together? So Yeah, our goal is to keep moving forward on this pace we're on, and obviously, if we add the right person a year from now, we think we can be really good.
Kyron and Hosanna were
Go ahead.
Kyron and Hosanna were kind of in and out at the 5 yesterday. Do you play differently when Kyron's on the board and Hosanna's on the court just because of the style of play they are?
Not really. The only thing different is, like yesterday, Kyron was 1 for 1 from 3. He can really shoot the ball. He's like Joe Charles. He jumps up and shoots it really easy. Got a nice stroke. But we'll play the same with those guys out. We'll run some post-ups for different players, including those two and the wings, and obviously Joe.
I wanted to ask you about Joe and how is his role going to be different this year than a year ago? And what kind of changes for him? Or is it just, it's pretty similar?
Well, we're counting on Joe to elevate his game. He's an elite defender. He's got great hands, good three-point shooter. Has shot 40% in the past. And we need him to score and rebound the ball and defend. And he's versatile. He can defend, 1 through 5. George, you remember in the tournament last year, we had him guarding the point guard from South Alabama at times. So Joe has come on. He's been more of a leader this year. He's got a little stronger. And last year we felt like he would be our guy in the spring and summer. And then we wound up with a scholarship and we took Terrence Lewis 1st of August. And then we get back from Puerto Rico and Joe got hurt in Puerto Rico, right? And missed 6 weeks of practice. So because of that, they split time. I think they both averaged around 19 minutes a game. And if we needed defense, we could go with Joe. If we, or an outside shooter, if we need an inside player rebounding, we could go with Terrence. So Terrence is a little bit better free throw shooter than Joe, too. So late in the game, you'd see him out there. But we're excited about Joe and ready for him to step up.
Talking about your newcomers, Brandon Hardy was a guy in high school and during his recruiting process that was highly talked about. It was a good fit for you guys. What have you seen out of him so far since he's arrived on campus?
Plays extremely hard, really good defensively, streaky three-point shooter, but just a competitor. He and London Fields have the body and the strength and the quickness to stick their nose in and play, and they've done that so far.
You said there are a couple of things you're looking to clean up between now and the tip-off. What are some of the things that you're hoping to see from your team kind of in these final few practices and exhibition to come?
We've got to do a little bit more zone work on both sides of the ball. We've got to extend our defense a little bit and give us another option from a full court situation, and then work on our special situations at the end of ball games. We've done that a little bit, but we're going to have to do that almost daily here as we get prepared for our opener.
Coach, only 4 non-conference home games, 5 if you count the MAC challenge later on in the season. What kind of challenges does that present, spending so much time in November and December on the road?
Well, you guys can figure it out. Youngstown State, really good team, and we didn't want to open with them, but we can't get anybody to come. So we decided to go on the road this year. And the 2 home games with Youngstown and Eastern Kentucky are both solid, and then we've got Loyola and Louisiana Christian. But next year we'll have about 16 home games, so it'll swing back in our favor.
You're heavy at the point with T and Mike, but yesterday it looked like Blake had the capability to also run the point. He did a lot of things out front.
I'll put him down as the 3rd point guard. I like that. Now he can, Dan. He can handle the ball. Good passer. He's so versatile. Doesn't get in a hurry sometimes, but he's going to be an important piece of our team at different positions. He can even play the 4 if we need to. At 6'6".
This is going to be the first year that you've played an exhibition game in a few years. Does that have anything to do with the fact you have so few home games in non-conference?
Part of it. I wanted to get our fans an opportunity to get out and see our guys early. Plus, it's a dress rehearsal for all the young guys. Make sure they understand once we get that Youngstown State that we're on point and prepared as we usually are.
Anybody else?
Yeah, I apologize for being late, but maybe this question is reserved for me. Did you get the new tattoo, and where is it, and what is it?
Oh, goodness, Dave. I thought about it the other day. No, I haven't, and I've got to. So, it took the last time, I think we were about this time, it was the beginning of the season, and because football was still going on, we had one of those cold football games.
Is it going to be a retro?
Will you?
Do you have any others?
What's that?
Tattoos?
Yeah, from 14 championship. Yeah, you'll see it.
Yeah.
So we got to get a new one. Got to get a redo.
Are you going to get a sleep?
I don't know. That's what I told him. Keep winning, we'll just fill it up. It's fine with me.